A movement is a key component to wellness. There's no way around that. But finding what fuels you mentally and physically makes it so much easier to make time for fitness. That is the goal of Ignited GR, bringing a community together to get moving. Nina Abraham, she is the founder. She's joining us this morning with more. Nina, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So to give us the overview, what is Ignited GR?
So Ignited is a hybrid venture that really aims at getting people out and trying new habits while also connecting them to the business around Grand Rapids. So it's based on an organization that used to be in Grand Rapids from about 2019 to 2022, something that I was pretty heavily involved in as an individual and a business. And I saw the power that this hyper local marketing had on both helping people find new habits as well as supporting the businesses across the city.
Wonderful. And talk to the fact of, obviously we know fitness is important, but why it's so important to find something you love, because this is a great opportunity to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that a lot of people just don't know what they love, and there's so many different options out there. You might not think that health and wellness or fitness is for you, but you might have just not found what we call your anchor habit, which is the thing that you're going to keep coming back to.
Absolutely. So talk about how we as, humans who need to move can get involved with Ignited.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a very affordable membership. It's $4.99 a month. And with that membership, you get access to a number of classes, workshops, as well as discounts to businesses all across the city. For businesses, we have marketing tier options to help you really get new faces in your doors.
And that's important because you only know what you know. And there are so many different options out there. Talk about some of the events that you guys are doing.
So we just did our launch 5K. That was a midweek miles, really aimed towards pushing people, towards a little bit of a different option, more about really enjoying the ride rather than the destination. We've also got a bocce tournament coming up at Silva. We've got another midweek miles coming up on August 20th. We are planning a cycle class, a fitness class, Pilates class in Studio Park. We've got a whole bunch of things coming.
Okay, wonderful. And so to learn more about this, so you just have to get that monthly membership, and then you can show up and you have access to these events? I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can learn more on our social channels at ignitedgr.com, at ignited.gr, as well as our website, ignitedgr.com. But we also have an email list that will keep you up to date on all this stuff. And if you're a member, you can come to any of these things for free.
Wonderful. And this is also a great way to meet people, if to have that community of people who enjoy the same things, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that that's a huge component of this, is just finding the other people that support you along the way. I think that there was a lot of that was missing post-COVID. We talked a lot for a long time about the impact that COVID had, and it's not necessarily a topic of conversation anymore, but I think the impact still holds. So that's one thing that we're trying to combat too. We've seen a lot of things that have struggled post-COVID, and we want to help that for both the individuals and the business side of stuff.
Right, and talk about accountability as well, because I think it's really easy for you to kind of be like, I don't feel like it, but having that support system around you can make all the difference.
Absolutely. I mean, community comes down to it 100%. When you have people that are helping fuel you, it's easy to keep going.
Wonderful. All right. So how can we be involved? And obviously businesses out there too, anyone in the fitness space, if they want to connect with you, they can do that through the website as well.
Yep, absolutely. You can find us at ignitedgr.com. You can email us at hello@ignitedgr.com.
Okay, perfect. So all those events on the website, ignitedgr.com. There's the email, follow them on socials, get moving, find your community, and stay accountable.